after the factors. I'm going to be very quiet during this setup today because I'm trying to retain something in my brain, and I don't want to forget it. And if I keep talking, I'm gonna forget it. Okay? So forgive me, and I'm glad that you're here. And let's have a good time, all right? Oh snap. Oh snap. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. How did that? Wow. How did that just completely change that quickly? That is seems a little bit fake. Seems a little bit fake. If I ask myself. All right. Let's go to public. Okay. I think we're going in a good direction. I think we're going in a good direction. And then I gotta bring this back over here so I could see it. I'm gonna change it right now, aren't I? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna change the chemistry of this right now. Yup, I knew it. I knew it. So now I gotta that is not what I was trying to do. Oh, that is not what I was trying to do. Yeah. Ay. So I don't think there's any way. Does it matter? Does it matter? Wow, this is annoying. This is annoying. How do I? There we go. So if I go here, does that work? What if I close it? There we go. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Where have you been all my life? What? I can't stand this. That's not what I'm trying to do, bro. That's not what I'm trying to do, bro. You're trying to be too user friendly. You're coming out too strong, bro. You're being too friendly. So there was something that I wanted to ask you guys before I start saying all of my hellos right now. There was something that was stuck in my beanie from my childhood. And I don't know if this was a real thing. I don't know if it was a real song like on the radio. I don't know if it was something from a TV show. I don't know if it's something that just like one of my relatives would do and it just committed to my memory. And I know I could look it up right now, and I'm going to look it up right now. But I wanted to say it out loud first. I was contemplating looking it up while I was setting up for this stream. And again, ATFers, I apologize for my rudeness. I was thinking about looking it up before the stream, but I didn't want to get distracted and potentially whatever get sidetracked and then forget to ask you guys, because you guys might have a better idea if I can't find it on Google. There was this song that came back to me right now that will go, what's up, 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 what's up. And is that a real song? Or was that just somebody in my life that was just fooling around like with the melody and they didn't have any lyrics and they were just going, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up. It's in my head and I don't know what that's from. And I thought if I just Google what's up, like that might not, you know what I'm saying? Like I say right now, I searched up what's up, and WhatsApp came up. I told you I don't use WhatsApp because I don't participate in terrorist activity. I don't have any business using WhatsApp. Um, the one who vapes, thank you for your punctuality. I appreciate you. During the holiday season, I know there's a lot going on. There's a lot that you could be out there doing. And these okay, you know how I like ladybugs, and I've talked about it before. They're starting to kind of get on my nerves lately. I have like an infestation of ladybugs in here, and they're always hopping all over my microphone, and I'm gonna end up inhaling one. David Flores, another one. Another one. What's up, Disco Golf Hutch? James Bishop, Jane Caulfield, joining us. How nice of you to join us. Meek slays all chanclas on MMA on my YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate it, Meek slays all. That green looks good on you, bro. Max Bluestein doing those dishes right now. That's how we do it in this community. Get them chores done. Get them chores done with the MMA in the background, the soundtrack to the lives. I can't stay. I'm out with the familia, bro. That sounds amazing. That's frankly, that's what we should all be doing right now. Frankly, that's what we should all be doing right now. As soon as I mean, I know I barely got on here, but whenever this is wrapped up, whether it's 1 hour, 2 hours from now, I don't know. Whenever this is all wrapped up, I think I'm gonna go out and do something with Jesse Jr. I don't know. Maybe we'll go out and play basketball, play a game of croquet or something. I kind of want to get outside and do something. I think that's good. I think that's what we should all be doing. Enjoy yourself, James Bishop. What's up, ARJR721? Too slick. See you soon, bro. See you soon, boy. Even in the beginning of the stream, I don't know what's going down. It's just mayhem. It's mayhem from start to finish. I got started with my energy brain boost already. This is the thing I was trying to describe to you guys last time that Marilena bought because she thinks it's better than Rockstars. I've been having a lot of Planters nuts. And these are the ones that Marilena got. I asked her to get unsalted because I'm trying to be healthy. And she got lightly salted. She just wants me to be lightly healthy. Not fully healthy, lightly healthy. No way that's a song. Was it a song? Budweiser commercial. Wait a minute. Was that song from the Budweiser commercial? ARGR says, yes, it is. If anybody would know. Hey, your knowledge is the furthest thing from useless, bro. Only reason to have WhatsApp is if you need to contact the family from the rancho. I was the shovel guy for a plow team last night. Big snow, very tired. What the heck is a plow team? Is that a thing for people who live in snow? You gotta have plow teams out there? That's crazy, man. What was the fight? What's up, Ope? I'm gonna go over that very, very briefly, but just to give you the answer real quick. Even Makhachev didn't know. He didn't even know. He's guessing. What's up, Drew? Woo! What's up, man? Lost my card. Still waiting for a new one. It's weird to see my name. Oh, you're good, bro. You're good, bro. Sometimes we got to go into these valleys so that we could appreciate what it's like being on the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? ARGR721, look up What's Up by Ale Snow. I just remember everyone answered the phone. I remember that too, bro. It was good times, man. It was a special place in time. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. You know what? I should play it on my phone because I'm going to have problems. I'm going to have enough problems just even doing it over here. Come on, bro. No way this was real. No way this was real. No way. No way. are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. Oh my god. I really want to play it, but man, if the Vanguard Boys came after me, I didn't even know the Vanguard Boys were still alive. I didn't even know those dudes still had a pulse. If the Vanguard Boys came after me in 2025, imagine LA Snow. LA Snow's trying to collect, bro. I want to give you a little taste, though. I want to give you a little taste. Take me back, bro. Take me back to the 1990s. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That reminds me of Major Pain. It's the same. It's the same playlist. It's in the same mix. Oh my gosh. I knew it, man. That was just stuck in my head. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? The lyricists of our century, the lyricists of our generation. Oh my gosh, Bob Dylan, who? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh my! Hey, I want my. Michael Morales sleeps the junkie Islam in under 3 rounds. Rocket drink. Dang, coming in hot. Just a couple days after Christmas. Holidays have come. Bro, do you know that we're celebrating Kwanzaa right now? We're in the midst of Kwanzaa. You're coming in hot like this. We're supposed to be showing love and unity. How many people think that Islam is a junkie? Do you guys think that they got that Russian juice down? They carry that Olympic reputation into the UFC. How many of you think that he is juicy? Let's get a poll going. Okay, let me see. Is Islam on the juice? Is Islam on the juice? ARJ are coming in early with a membership. And Jordan R is blessed. Wait a minute, is that the homie Jordan? It kind of looks like it's Perception, but it looks like a different photo. That is crazy if that's not his Perception. Because I'm pretty sure it's a different photo, but it looks like the Jordan that we all know and love. I'm very confused by this photo. Is that you? I love that feeling of discovering a new song that randomly pops into your head after years of hearing it. It's so fulfilling. Yeah, I just feel like I just have a renaissance of what's up. I'm gonna be blasting that later if I go anywhere. I don't think I have anywhere to go. I'm gonna find somewhere to go just so I can blast it. I don't think we're gonna get claimed. All that I have to do in a situation like this, it's easy when it's a stream. It's heartbreaking when it's an edited video. But when it's a stream, all that will happen is they'll send me a notification that I've been demonetized. And then what I could do, which is what I did with the Vanguard Boys one, I'll just tell them, hey, just trim it out. Or like YouTube has this new kind of updated thing where it's able to trim out the music in the background that's demonetizing you. And kind of just like stamp it out, and you could still hear me talking or whatever, but it'll like super like lower the music track. It's weird. I didn't go back and listen to it. Maybe it sounds terrible. I don't know, but it just does it for the part that the song is on, and then you're all good. So I'm not too worried about it during live streams. Now, if I keep doing it, like if I just played the full song, full blast right now, it'd probably be such an offense that it would just take us down like right away. Don't get demonetized. Yeah. I'll do my best. Dude, we gotta taste. We gotta taste. Don't be playing with the forces that be claiming, for real. For real. I'm not playing with LA snow. I don't play with that LA. It don't even snow in LA. So this guy just moves differently, you know? He's built different. Yeah, we didn't know, bro. We didn't know, bro. We were living in the best times. It's like the Andrew Bernard said. It's unfortunate that, you know, you never know when you're living in the best times. Or, you know, I forgot how he said it, but he said something like, it's unfortunate that when you're living in the good old days, you didn't even know at the time that those were the good old days. For real, ARJR. The day 2 of Kwanzaa, we partying until next year. Is that when it ends? Is the last day of Kwanzaa on the 31st? They be sipping on them Russian juice boxes. Dang. Wait a minute. It's perceptions right here. No way, bro. You got a doppelganger. Hold up. Let me see. No way. That's the same dude. Hey, did you just find your long lost brother? I feel like he's trolling us, man. This is crazy. Do you have a second account? Sounds like some people are on the Jalis juice. He already tested positive for melatonin once. For melatonin? Or what the heck? So this, and he's been scientifically proven, it's been scientifically proven that once you take an anabolic, you encourage benefits for life, as well as its disadvantages as well, like weak bones. Dang. He's bringing science into this. We're just trying to have fun, bro. We're just trying to hang out. You're bringing science into this. The creator of Kwanzaa was a terrible person. Hey, so was the creator of chiropractic. Oh my gosh. People get mad when I say that Martin Luther King Jr. was a terrible person. Is it racist that I bring up Martin Luther King Jr. during Kwanzaa? The only reason I bring up Martin Luther King Jr. was because I was listening to... What the heck was I listening to? Oh, it's because I barely watched Dave Chappelle's special last night, and he was talking about Martin Luther King Jr. But people get mad when... I mean, it's not like if I say that Martin Luther King Jr. was a bad dude that I don't like black people. That's so stupid. That's an idiotic correlation. I just say that I think he was a terrible person because he was like out there having gangbangs while they were making his kids sit on the back of the bus. It's like, bro, take care of your own household, bro. Get your own house in order. He's out there when the cameras are rolling, when the mics are hot and the cameras are rolling, he's out there, oh, I have a dream that one day. And then when he's at home, his wife's like, you over here daydreaming about all those other ladies. You always dreaming, ain't you? Fool was at home daydreaming, but when he has a hot mic and the camera's rolling, then he's the preacher man. Then he's the righteous man. Dude was a cochino. He wasn't a good dude. Sorry. I mean, how would you look at anybody else? How would you look at... People are just afraid to say it because of what they think that would then mean. It's like a domino effect. Oh, you're racist now. No, he was just a bad dude. Forget skin color. Why are you racist? Why are you making this about skin color? I would say the same thing if he was Chinese. Just be a good dude, man. Get your own house in order. What's up, Drew? What's up, Drew has joined us. He's back in the community. He will not be on the outside looking in. He refuses. What's up, Drew is fully aware of the fact that I upload new videos every single Monday through Friday on the membership tab, and he does not want to miss it. No need for juice if he will only hug the fighters for 5 rounds. Leo Harishi. Leo, I understand. I understand the sentiment. I get it. I could wrap my beanie around it. I know. But here's what I always say. I always say the same thing. Think about your favorite fighter, your most dominant fighter, dangerous dude, right? You don't want to meet him in the corner of a dark alley. You don't want this dude to run up on you when you're coming out of Forever 21 after a shopping. You're just trying to enjoy yourself and dude's trippy. How come that dude can't break out of a hug? That's all I'm saying. Think about your favorite fighters of all time, world-class champions. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're bridesmaids. Maybe your favorite fighter's Paddy Pimblett. How come this amazing world-class fighter can't break out of a hug? You can't break out of a hug, you're no fighter. So that's what you got to look at it that way. Yo, it's an alt account with the older photo. That's crazy. Wait a minute. Was that other one gifted or it was self-inflicted? It was gifted. So wait a minute. So this is like when some people aren't even in the chat and they just randomly get gifted a membership. So you just had another account floating out there and it just got gifted. And your main one that you use actively didn't get gifted? Oh, snap. I love how the entire music industry is fine with completely blacklisting itself from practically all popular forms of live streaming and the podcast universe. Yeah, it's. I mean, think about it. I mean, all the dudes at the top are just a bunch of P. Diddy's, right? Because I don't think it's the musicians themselves. Because even like that whole thing, I mean, I can't stand her. I can't stand her. If I didn't know any better, I would say she's like a picture of the Antichrist. You know, I'm being silly, but I can't stand Taylor Swift, right? But even the thing with her, how her music was like all hijacked from her and she had to record it all over again. And Pobrecita, it didn't sound nearly as good. But it's the people at the top. It's all the P. Diddy's. It's not the artists. It's the producers. It's the executives. It's the people in the corner offices and the three-piece suits. They're the ones that's like, man, they don't care if anybody hates them. They don't care how bad it makes the artist look, how bad it makes the industry look. They're just stacking paper. And yeah, it's stupid because the artists would probably be like, play it everywhere. I want people to hear about it. I want that exposure. But these people are stingy, man. Yeah, it's Drew with the self-inflicted. It hits differently. We appreciate you. What's up, Drew? Just took my boy's card and tossed him 4 quarters. Oh, snap. Oh, that is above and beyond self-inflicted. That's like, this dude took a hostage, bro. Nobody in the history of the Mexican martial arts community has ever taken a hostage in order to become a member on the channel. We're making history during Kwanzaa. I appreciate you. What's up, Drew? Oh my gosh. Morales could legit smash Islam. Could he? Yes. Could he? Yes. Will he? I don't know. Could he? Yes. Hey, vato, the bottom left picture makes me so uncomfortable. I love you though. Hey, bro, it's just Big Al during the holiday season. It's just Big Al smiling down on us. Big Al smiling down, just making me, because I hate tamales. I'll smile and I'll play along. You know, I don't want to offend anybody, but I hate tamales. And I just like to think of Big Al smiling down on me while I wait for that big, fat, juicy pork chop. You know what I'm saying? And I instantly regret what I just said and the way and the timing in which I stated it. Let's move on. Oh, snap. I'm trying to catch up. Bro. I can't believe you're judging me just because I believe in science. It's MMA, not boxing. I bet you the same people watch wrestling and complain that there's no touchdowns. Serio, serio. MLK was tight with me, mom. Dang, probably a little too tight. You know what I'm saying? You know, no disrespect. Is it racist that I spend all the holidays saying Happy Kwanzaa and I don't celebrate and I ain't the right skin color? No. Well, Jane Caulfield, I can't really blame you because you were born and bred in a culture. You were born and bred in a what I would refer to as a hijacking culture. And I know I'm becoming like a broken record. But, you know, just like I mentioned the other day, how the Canadians have taken it upon themselves to completely steal celebrating Thanksgiving from the Americas. How they have absolutely decided to steal. They're celebrating the 4th of July over there in Canada. They're celebrating Christmas. They're just taking all our major holidays. I wouldn't be surprised if they celebrate Martin Luther King Day over there. It's crazy. It's mayhem. So you come from a culture that has raised you to perpetuate and propagate these, you know, the hijacking and the what do they call it when you appropriate things. So I can't blame you. I cannot blame you. It's not your fault. You know how when you're streaming and then like every other day ever that I always tell you, you know how like when you're streaming and then people start texting you? That's funny, huh? The same people that you can't get a text back from when you're not streaming? That's hilarious, huh? Um Dang it. Great. Um He said, "Really?" and gave me the quarters back. Dang. Dang, the homie got that Dang, this is getting deep now, bro. This has layers to it. What's Up Drew is the first person in the history of the Mexican martial arts to ever take a hostage in order to obtain a Mexican martial arts membership. And it appears as though the hostage has been inflicted with the Stockholm syndrome. The hostage has given the money back. The hostage has returned. He doesn't even want the money. He's saying, "You keep the money. It's all good. I love you. I'm in accordance with you. I'm on your side. I don't even want to go anywhere. I want to be a member too. I want to live as a member vivaciously through you. What's up, Drew? This is getting intense. I'll keep you updated with this developing story." Oh my gosh. Oh snap. Oh, Jane Caulfield. Oh my gosh. If you want the truth of what went down, listen to Malcolm X. You've been had, took, hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, and run amok. Yeah. Yup. I gotta watch the movie. I need to watch that movie. Is that an accurate representation? Because I don't want to have to read a book or nothing, you know? Could I just watch the movie? Um Um, Whitney Houston was offed by her record company, as far as I'm confirmed. Yes, I think it was Michael Jackson as well. There's been a number of people who they were very black and whitely, like on paper, like in every way, from every angle, worth more to the record company dead than alive. And that's all it takes. They're mafiosos. That's who these executives are. People see the artists. They see like the funny, like little dancers all naked on stage and, rapping. And they're like, these are the cool people. These are the trendsetters. These are the people who entertain me. These people like me. These people get me. It's people far above them that decide these people front them money. And then if they don't make enough sales, if they don't make enough on the tours, if they don't make enough this and that, oh my goodness, they're their prisoner. They are enslaved to these contracts and obligations. And if they don't more than deliver, these executives start figuring out, how do I get my money back? How do I recoup? What happens when people die? Ooh, everyone comes out the woodwork and starts buying their albums. I mean, who is it? Like, is it Michael? I think Michael Jackson, Elvis, like so many of these artists, like year over year over year over year, they're still outselling all these other people. And is Michael Jackson still out there filling his pockets right now? No. So they don't even have to pay that dude. Now, I know there's some intricacies with, estates and all that. And, there's families involved. But you think these people are privy to how these things need to play out? You think all these families, you think Michael Jackson's kids and everyone that would have been taking in those resources, do you think they all have the minds of lawyers? Do you think they all know what's going on? It's so easy to hoodwink these people. T-Pain has talked extensively on how he wants people to play his older music while streaming, but he doesn't even own it, so he can't even play his own stuff while he's streaming. Oh my gosh. So is he like a streamer now? Okay. Canada Day, July 1st. They're trying to beat us to it. They're trying to do July 1st so that it could like we copied them 3 days later. After July 1st, we're like, dang, what could we do? Like we need to hit back. Like we need to respond. We need to and it took 3 whole days. It took 3, what could, what they got July 3rd? Let's do something called July 4th. And do you guys do fireworks? Man, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Dang, just hit up my 7th grade bully. Asked if he remembered me and thanked him for thinking about martial arts early on. That's messed up. I feel better. I don't know. No, that's a special kind of closure, bro. I thought you were gonna say that you hit him up and you were like, hey, you want to meet up over here? And I'm gonna let you know what's what. But this is healthier. This is good. I like it. I think that's cool. You do what you gotta do, man. Bro, do you remember that one scene from Billy Madison where that dude's putting on the lipstick and he crosses off the name? Bro, it's giving me that kind of vibes right now. But you were the one where the ball's in your court, You were the one. So that fool better. He should be resting easy right now, knowing that you let him off the hook, Come on, MMA, what up, y'all? Big day in chat, huh? Don't shoot. Wait, is somebody threatening to shoot? What's going on here? Thank you for being here, come on. We're having a good time here. I'm having my fake energy drink. The Malcolm X and then the Panther movie. Huey P. Newton. All right. It has been altered for dramatic purposes. What the heck? Prince drowned Whitney. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Alan Beam, Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year. Happy New Year's Eve, bro. Thank you. They call them 360 deals. Three sixes. Oh, and zero soul left. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. He's big on Twitch. Oh, snap. Did he remember? That's what I was thinking, Shades Cow. Because even if those families have lawyers and they're trying to keep some of that money flowing, and it's not even them being bad. Like I have mixed feelings about the whole nepotism thing, you know? And this isn't even necessarily nepotism. It just made me think about that. Like, if you were a person that built something and you worked super hard and you paved your way and all that, why in the world shouldn't you be able to pass that on to your kids? That's why you work so hard. That's why you built it for them. That's why you sacrifice so much. When they're little babies in diapers and stuff like that, and you're going out all hours of the morning and night thinking, I'm doing this for them. I'm doing this for them. Someday I'm going to pass this on to them. Someday I'm going to give them a better route than I had to do. And I'm going to make their life easier and things are going to be better for their kids and so on and so forth and etc. And then people want to disrespect them. But, oh, you only got that because your parents. Like, why? Because they love me and they work hard? That's how it should be. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with like Michael Jackson's kids or whatever artist's kids getting funds like that after the person died. And I'm not saying that anybody said that right now. I'm just saying I know that there is that sentiment out there that they think they're just a bunch of freeloaders and they didn't even do anything to make their own way. They should be able to have their part in that. But yeah, what I was going to say is earlier, like you just said yourself, that you already know it's messed up, but those family members, they don't know how to handle that kind of stuff and coordinate and navigate that kind of stuff on their own. They have to have lawyers and stuff that do it for them. And you know there's probably the majority of these lawyers and stuff that are just taking off the top and just ripping them off. ARGR721, they are living on an island, fake deaths to live. You know, I've long before I even heard the name Jeffrey Epstein, long before I even ever heard the word Illuminati, like the word itself, before I ever even came across that word, before I even had access, full access to YouTube and looking up all these things that anybody could just put up when they've done the legwork and stuff. I remember I always used to feel like certain things just seemed so weird and suspicious. And just like even Bruce Lee's death always seemed so suspicious and sketchy and just like no closure. So weird to me, especially because the way like his death, the way that it all went out and it went down and everything is so eerily similar to like the plot of Game of Death. Like and then I remember seeing him in the casket and so, and I know people don't look the same, but it definitely didn't look like him, especially not the way that he looked at that time in his life. And it was just so weird, and I don't know. I just always thought that fool's got to be somewhere. He's just chilling in the mountains of China somewhere. I don't know. Somewhere in Las Vegas. But, I mean, we have to admit, even if it's not true, there's so many weird things at play in so many different situations with a lot of these different celebrities that it's enough to make us talk about it. Why would we ever have even started talking about something so weird and random in the first place? Even if it's not true, apparently it has had enough truth over the years for us to think these things. Dang it. There's another John Candy movie I haven't seen. I love it. I love knowing that there's still more out there for me to consume. You retaliated against the bigger guy. It's not easy. It's not easy, Justin. It's like I tell my kids sometimes, don't confuse bravery with stupidity, you know? There's a fine line. There's some things that people could do and they feel like, I'm being brave. I'm gonna go out and do this crazy, dangerous thing. It's like, no, that's not brave. That's just being stupid. But who knows? Everyone's situation, all the circumstances are different. You know, you might have been doing what you needed to do for yourself to reach a certain level within yourself, you know? What's up, Samyanjain? What's up, man? Come on, you were going over the hostage situation when I joined. It was crazy, man. I did not expect that to go on today. Really woke me up. You were thinking of that Steve Buscemi? I was trying to remember his name, Steve Buscemi. Nah, for real, I was kind of hoping he wanted to smoke, so I don't know, might be done. I will tell you this, Justin Mac. I'm going to tell you something you already know. It's so much more difficult to be the bigger person and avoid the confrontation. It's so... Did I say that right? I think I might have misspoke. I don't know. I'm saying it's so much more difficult. I don't know if I already said that. To be the bigger person. It's so easy. You might get your butt kicked. You might win. You might knock them out. But it's so much easier. And it doesn't mean it's going to be a easy victory as far as the physical altercation. I'm just saying it's easier to go that route. So easy. So easy. So yeah, you don't ever gotta feel insecure or dumb or embarrassed like not having pursued that and walking away like, oh, I feel like a punk. I should. Nah, man. It's showing you right there that it's a harder thing to do because now you live with that and you carry that and you always got. But you know that's an easy thing to bear as opposed to what if you elbow him in the chin and he slips and cracks his head on the sidewalk and he's dead and you go to prison for manslaughter, you know, or second degree murder or whatever. Like it's not worth it, bro. What's up, Joella? Or Joale? Late reaction with these videos. Well, thank you, Joale. I don't know if the algorithm barely started notifying you, but I've been using this stock thumbnail, for like several weeks now. Every once in a while, I try to mix it up to try to appeal to different people that don't really know what's going on, and I'll put some fighters or something. But yeah, I've been using this thumbnail for a long time. Thank you, bro. Dang. That's tough, bro. Sorry to hear that. Sounds like you're doing better now. If your parents are all-time legends that earn generational wealth, why should the kids be punished for that? It's like, it's not fair to... Yeah, for real. And like, one of the things that's really messed up is like when you're a celebrity like that in a very big, significant way, it's like and I don't mean this the way it might sound, but accidentally I kind of do, I guess. Like it also kind of works. But in a big way, you like belong to the world. You belong to the people. When you go that route and you're a celebrity, you're giving so much of yourself away to thousands and millions of people. You're giving your time to them. You're interacting with them. Especially if you're out physically in the world, you're doing meet and greets, you're doing interviews, you're corresponding, you're doing concert night after night after night after night. Whatever it is that you're doing, entertaining. And when you're traveling and you're flying and you're commuting and you're driving and you're sleeping in hotels and this, that, where's your kids? So in a big way, and it doesn't make up for it, it will never make up for it ever, ever. But it's like, at least give this family some money, man. At least give them a shot. At least give them a chance to, like, maybe these kids that basically grew up without their parent could at least like start a small business or something. I don't want them to turn into the Kardashians. That's not what I'm promoting. to where they're just like these sloths, and they find this way to exploit this and that in their bodies or whatever. Maybe one of these kids will start a small, distribution business. Maybe they'll start they'll start a hair salon, or they'll make flowers for parties, or maybe they'll start a bakery or something. I don't know. Just they had to grow up without their family unit, because someone was out entertaining all the time to make money. So at least let them have something. ARGR721 GM wants to count. Hit the like, dojo. Let's see. Shubop, shubop, my baby. Chubop, chubop, my baby. Chubop, chubop, my baby. Chubop, chubop, my baby. Chubop, chubop. Hey, Jane Caulfield, people liked the short about you the other day. It didn't get like 1 million views or anything by any means, but it has a high average percentage viewed rate. So the people that did watch it, watch quite a bit of it. They're into you. I think they're like, dang, she seemed like she doesn't seem like the jealous type, So it was like intriguing to them. Dang, we are dead flat right at 1,300, 1300. Nobody donate. No memberships today. No memberships, so we don't ruin the numbers. We got to stay at zeros. What's up, Drew? Sipping on that eggnog. Riding the year out on that eggnog. I had to take tablet away from my daughter, 3 years old, acting entitled. Never had a phone till I got a job in 9th grade. How do we make... Yeah. That's good, bro. I remember I didn't get a phone. So I temporarily had this prepaid phone. I bought this cheap little phone from Walmart and bought remember back in the day you could get a card to get like prepaid minutes and all that? I got one of those temporarily. I had it for like a few weeks when I was like a junior in high school. And then I just let it go. I was like, this ain't worth it. I just wasn't a cell phone person. I didn't care about it because, like us from that generation, like you saying you didn't even have one till 9th grade. I didn't grow up having a cell phone. I wasn't an iPad kid. They didn't have iPads. Maybe when I go home, I play Nintendo 64 or whatever. But I wasn't a bratty kid that was gonna be playing an iPad when we're sitting in Applebee's, So I had that phone very briefly, and then it was gone. It came and went, and I still didn't have a phone. I didn't have a phone even when I was 18 years old, even when I was a senior. But then I remember, you know what made me finally get one? There was this girl that I was kind of dating, we were dating, I guess. And I believe I was still, this was just out of high school. I was still 18. And she asked me her and her family were going out of town. They're going out of state. And she asked if I could go to their house and feed their dogs while they were gone. And I was like, dang, we're about to get married or what? And she asked me if I could go feed their dogs while they're away. I'm like, snap. And she lived, I learned this, it'll come into play later. She lived 8 miles away from me, 8 miles, which I didn't know. I knew she lived like out in the country, but I never gauged it. She lived 8 miles away from me. So I said, sure. And, I scratch your back, kind of thing. And, I went out there to feed the dogs, and my car just is pooped out. Of course it did. I went out there to her house way deep out in the country. You couldn't even see her house from the road. It was crazy. Fed the dogs. It was all good. I went back to start my car. Wouldn't start. And I tried a couple different things that I kind of thought might, I'm still to this day, I'm not like the biggest, mechanically inclined type of person when it comes to, the stuff under the hood, but especially not then. And I did a couple things that I thought might get it going. Chale. Long story short, that car wasn't going to go anywhere. I didn't have a phone. So I had to walk back to my house. It was dead in the summer, dead in the middle of the summer. It's hot. And I live in California. It could have been anywhere from 100 to 110 that day. In California, you'll easily have 110 days. And it was dead in the middle of the summer. It was ridiculously hot. I didn't have a phone. I had to walk all the way back home. And I MapQuested it. Does that sound familiar? When I don't know if it was immediately because I felt pretty dehydrated. I walked home and I found out that it was an 8-mile walk. I walked 8 miles home dead in the middle of the summer with no water, no pauses, because I just wanted to get there already. And I remember when I walked into the house, I was like mute. I couldn't talk. I was like, my mouth was like bone dry. I felt like I was on the verge of passing out. I remember my mom was trying to talk to me and I was getting very frustrated because in my head, I was like, I can't talk right now. And I was just like, I need water. It's probably Pepsi. I was probably asking for Pepsi. I doubt I would ask for water. I don't know. But I remember I was like, so I started drinking. She was unhappy because what was supposed to happen, I went to feed those animals early in the morning before I was supposed to go to work. So my work was calling the house and they were saying he didn't show up today. Have you seen him? And my mom was like, he left for work. So she was worried. She was panicked. Nobody knew where I was. If I remember correctly, I think my dad was there. And he wasn't supposed to be there. He was supposed to be at work. I think she called my dad home. I think she was delirious. It was a big deal. They thought I was dead. And I say all of this to say that I remember that day, literally later that day, I was like, chale, this is never going to happen to me again. I'm getting a cell phone. And I went and I bought a big old fat 10-pound Cricket flip phone. And I was 18 years old after almost facing death because of some chick that wasn't even my girlfriend. And that I broke up with 2 weeks later anyway. Because her feet were bigger than mine. So I agree. I don't think little kids should, be addicted to their cell phones and stuff like that. I agree. Oh, snap. Where are we? Oh, dang. There's been a lot of activity. I was telling a long story. Brandon Lee was murdered. Serio. Alec Baldwin took him out too. The government messed up our school systems. Serio. Hey, the school system from the start, from its origin, all it is a way for the government to take the kids out of the parents' hands and brainwash them. To have the place of authority. Try to take the position of authority and say, hey, you guys are dumb. Your parents are probably dumb. We're going to lace you up. Scope this. Ooh. Heck yeah. Sometimes that's the only thing they understand, Justin Mac. Sometimes that's the only language they speak. We like to party. We like to party. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You remember that, Marloca? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Do you remember that one? We were bumping that earlier. Dang, Jane Caulfield was being a lurker. YouTube created the name. I forget YouTube does that for you. They try to do that for you. If you know, Joel, or it's probably Joel, huh? Joel A. Okay, Joel. I'll try to remember that, bro. Joel. Get ready, Jane Caulfield. Just don't sign any record deals. He probably does, Luis. He probably does. Have we even seen even a decent taste of the extent of Morales' grappling? Isn't he kind of more being known as like having a good takedown defense as opposed to being a great grappler? Or does anybody have information on the level of Morales' grappling? James Bishop is coming in with a gifted membership. We're getting past the 13s now. We're getting past the I gotta donate in 10s. We're getting past the 13s now. Marloca just got here and she's already doing the thing. It should last. It'll probably be somewhere into mid or late January, Justin, because I think it came somewhere mid to late December. You are correct. We have never been closer to our goal of 2 million. Wait, who's Haley Mathers? I should have known that. Hey, bro, that was hilarious. I'm stupid. I messed that up. James Bishop said 8 miles. Grandmaster was dating Haley Mathers. That was clever. That was a good one, bro. That was quick, and I ruined it. And I apologize. ARGR721, let's get it to 1310 and then do it in 5s. Oh, snap. I don't know if anything's going to beat that hostage situation. ARJR with 1 membership, trying to round it up, trying to get us to a safe place. Congratulations, Harley D. McDonald. Don't forget to scope the membership tab. Monday through Friday, extra uploads that nobody else has access to, unless you're a patron. Oh, good, Justin. Chuck Fury coming in with that fury. I'm so old, I was balling in high school because I had a pager. Man, I was so jealous of my sister. She had this cool looking pager. She had a cool pager, and I was like all excited to get one. But I wasn't old enough for that, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna get a pager when I get older, but then I just realized that my sister was too old, you know. But no disrespect. Much love to the OGs. I wish I hadn't missed that era. I'm very jealous of you. Pagers, that was everything, bro. Then you gotta go hit up a payphone. Oh, cool. Once walked my girlfriend home in the worst winter storm recorded till that point in Detroit. Dang. Yeah, I did that for a long time, Cheesy Lineman. I remember I used to, but I mean, I still do it. What am I talking about? I'll be in the garage just like doing whatever kind of workout, lifting. I'll be on the bike. I'll be running. I'll be doing dips or whatever. And I'll have a can of Pepsi right there instead of a water. Because you got to replenish the sodium lost, you know? You don't want to start cramping up. It was very good, Julio. Thank you, bro. It was very good. It was one of the best in... felt like ever. It was fantastic, bro. I was so blessed. I was so happy. I hope yours was good as well. Cause I got all my homies with me. I hope you had a peaceful one. Mar Loca, hola, beautiful Jane. Primo, AR, what up, Drew? Jordan, come on, Hutch. It's party time. Driving, red light. Okay, red light, red light. It's okay, red light. Going through that red light district. Be safe, Mar Loca. Are you like a... Do you have like a 4-hour commute? I feel like you're on the road more than you're at home. Was the walkie phone the Nokia? I don't think it was. No, because I remember I had friends that had Nokias, and those are like the the rich kids. And I remember I had this cheap, I don't even remember. It was like weren't they called track phones? I don't even know if I could find one on here. I'm almost positive it was a Motorola now that it came up. Track phone Motorola, that sounds familiar. Disco Golf Hutch, that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. Enjoy yourselves. Did you watch the Diddy documentary from 50 Cent? No. Which one is that called? Because it seems like there's so many Diddy documentaries. I want to make sure I watch the right one, because I want to watch that one. And I don't remember. I mean, I forget that I have Google sometimes. There we go. Nokia gang. Nokia gang. Marloca with another membership. Another membership. ARJR with a kiss from a rose. Obama phones. No, I predated the Obama phones. I don't know if he would have got me a phone, to be honest. So yeah, it was kind of silly. It was kind of silly, my title for today. Because apparently track phone was the burner from Walmart. My primary phone was the burner. Boost Mobile. The big news today, I mean, look, this is what we're dealing with right now. This is what's going on. And I told you, even when we have fights, even when an event just happened, unfortunately, a lot of the time in the news, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the gossip. Sometimes a UFC event has just passed by like a day or two before, and we're still talking about something that Conor McGregor did. We're talking about how blind Tomas Aspinall is or not, again, to be or not to be, all the time. How much people hate Tomas Aspinall and Ilia Tapoera now, and how quickly the MMA world turned on them, or how quickly they turned on us. Depends on how you look at it. And yesterday I'm looking up news for UFC, and I'm reading about Paige Van Zandt, who ain't even in the UFC. Even when she was in the UFC, she wasn't in the UFC. And I'm looking at news about her when I type in UFC. Doesn't make any sense. And then today, I'm typing in UFC news, and I'm reading about how Islam Makhachev declined a fight that we already all knew that he declined for weeks already. Why is this a headline again? Another headline that I saw yesterday, it was something else that we have already known for like weeks and weeks. And I can't remember what it was. But they just keep like recycling the same things like if we didn't already see it the last time. We already knew that Islam Makhachev declined the fight. And from what he said, now we have dudes in here. Now let's look at the poll. Is Islam on the juice? 51% said no. This is a ridiculously close vote. This is stupidly, dangerously close. And there were 91 votes. That's a lot for us. That is it. We have 67 people watching right now, and there were 92 votes. Figure that one out. 92 people voted. There was a lot of people that wanted to chime in on this, and it's 49% to 51%. There are 49% of people who are racist right now. I'm playing. There are 49% people who hate Dagestanians. There are 49% of people who can't explain why their favorite fighters aren't able to break out of a warm embrace. There are 49% of people who complain that the Dagestanians, that all they do is hug, but they never flip it around. They never do like Charlie Sheen and flip the menu over. They never take the time to figure out why their favorite world-class fighters can't break free from a hug. Why don't you ask that question? You know it's not a full science experiment if you pick and choose, right? You got to ask all the questions across the board. And I'm going to go ahead and end the poll right now before these jabronis put the percentage in favor of him being on the juice. But we already know that he said no because they were trying to get him to fight again. He barely won. What was it? When was it? It feels like it was in December. Was it November? Islam barely fought on November 15th. And they already want him to go right back into training camp by like what? The end of November. They wanted him to go back in what? Like 2 weeks? To have a real training camp so that he's able to fight in January? The disrespect is insane. And I can only assume that this is the UFC trying to squeeze him out. They're trying to do him like Merab Dvalishvili. The UFC knew exactly what they were doing. Did you forget that Dana White used to beef with Merab? He didn't like Merab. He didn't like how he was refusing to fight with Aljamain Sterling Silver. Dana White doesn't like that. It's my way or the highway. You got to play ball with that fool. Dana White found his opportunity. He knew that Merab likes to train and fight like an AI robot. Just going, Energizer Bunny style. He knew that if he presented him with the opportunity to make history, to set records, to have the most title defenses within a calendar or whatever it was, I don't remember if it was a calendar year or within what do they call it when it's not a calendar year? Just the 365 days or whatever, that he would be like, yes, I'm the guy that fights a whole 5 rounds before I even have my real fight. I'm going to do it. He couldn't. It was like that reverse psychology, like, oh, you can't do it. And he's like, I bet you I can. Dana White presented it to Merab, and look what happened. By the way, I told you guys this would happen, and I'm a Merab fan. I told you that I was leaning toward Jan in this one. And it looks like they're trying to do the same thing to Islam Makhachev because, let's look at something here. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure, though. You got Michael Morales, who not only represents Ecuador, an area that no one else that I know, no one else that I could think of is representing. There may be other fighters from Ecuador in the UFC, but I can't name them. So you have Michael Morales, who is 26 years young. 26 years young. And he's representing both Ecuador and the gay community. This is a fan base that Dana White has been trying to get a lock on for years now. Do you think he needs another Dagestanian? They're like cockroaches to him. He doesn't need them. They're a dime a dozen. He can't even tell the difference between the Dagestanians and the Chechens. He can't even tell the difference between the Dagestanians and the Chechens and the Armenians. And you know how I know that? Because most of the time, I can't tell the difference either. And he knows that he's got a grip on that. So he's trying to reach these other communities. He's looking at this 26 years young dude. And how about this? How about when you look at Islam Makhachev? He ain't 26 years young. He's 34 years old. And he's always he's sounding like Ilia Tapuera. He's always, as far as when it comes to, he's always talking about phasing out. I'm going to do one more, maybe I'm going to do 2 more. And then when they start talking like that, then it's like, heck no, you ain't going to do me like Henry Cejudo. You ain't going to win. You ain't going to beat Michael Morales or Usman or whoever it's going to be and then just dip out as the champion. You need to put someone over. You need to pass on the torch. So he's trying to feed him to Michael Morales that quick turnaround. And Makhachev said, Chale. And people better not be tripping and disrespecting, acting like, oh, he's a chicken, he's a duck or whatever. Look at what happened to Marab. When everyone wanted to hype him up and say, let's do it, he's a beast, he's a warrior, he's a robot. Well, look what happened. Look what happened. I guess the robot needed a little bit more RAM. Needed a little bit more disk space. He did the right thing. Whether it was him or Khabib, I don't know. Mar Loca. Mar Loca is enraged with the thought of them trying to make Islam Makhachev go into another fight so soon. Mar Loca is pointing out how disrespectful it is. And she's putting the emoji of a fox who just ripped out his own heart out of his chest and he's eating it in front of his opponent. It's a defense mechanism. It is a part of the food chain. He's showing his natural prey, it's not prey. He's showing his natural enemy the viciousness that lives within him to make him bad. It's like, you know how, like stink bugs and stuff like that, they emit those gross smells. This dude rips out and takes a bite out of his own heart to show his ruthless nature. Islam eats camel and horse meat. He's never done drugs, drank alcohol. He's a legit superhuman. I think there's a lot of truth to that, right? Isn't it like way, 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 way better for you and like more mass amounts of protein when you eat stuff like camel and horses? Why was Islam awarded the prestigious green jacket by the UFC for being performance enhancement drug free? Brosh Travel Diaries. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and I'm being sincere here. I cannot tell if you are pro Islam or anti Islam because I don't know if you're being sarcastic. I legitimately don't. So either you're saying like, hey, of course he's drug free, they gave him the jacket, or you're saying that they're trying too hard and it's obvious. So I'm not sure. ARGR721, people from other channels are voting. Oh snap. Grandmaster, I'm eating wings again. Hey, why would you ever stop though, bro? Wings are amazing. Alistair? Oh, he's the horse meat dude or what? He's the horse meat king? I just had Chinese food. Now GM goes live. Is Destiny. Bro, you know what I told myself I was going to do immediately? Well, I should do that after. After me and Jesse Jr. do something. I was going to go in my garage and I was going to go old school, bro. I was going to put on my sauna suits and I was just going to put on a movie or something and I was just going to sweat it to the oldies, bro. I was, you know, I've been really abusing myself. I've been really abusing myself. Like, I'll put P. Diddy to shame, bro. I've been abusing this body during this holiday season with just a lot of bad things, you know, a lot of bad food and beverages. And I haven't been feeling good. It's been taking its toll on me. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going back to my old ways. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to sweat it out. I'm going to run. I'm going to be running like a fugitive, bro. And I'm going to get healthy. And then you come on here and you start talking about Chinese food. You come on here, you start talking about Chinese food as if you don't realize that I just moved to a new location and I have one of the best Chinese food places in the world about 1.2 miles away from the pad. As if I haven't seen you in a month. And then you come in here trying to sabotage me? Nah. Zach wouldn't do that. I'm projecting. I'm getting frustrated. I'm having hanger pains. I apologize, bro. I apologize. Zach of all trades, it is always a special treat to see the man, the myth, the legend, Zach of all trades. It's like they say, once you go Zach, you never go back. And you know, I think about this dude often in the most platonic type of way, in the most appropriate ways. I definitely have a special type of love for Zach. Zach is he's an inspiration. He's an entrepreneur. Dang, I remember when that dude was still working back in the day when he was working for the FBI, doing that government thing, you know? And then he just went and took his destiny into his own hands. He went full Zuckerberg, started playing with them meats. Dude went full Arby's. And I love it. It's motivational. I remember chopping it up with this dude back in the day in the messages on Patreon. And now he's up there. He's up there rubbing shoulders with Bobby Flay, Guy Fieri. It's crazy, bro. It's just like, it shows what you could do for yourself. Just made his own platform, just took off, man. Every time I go to Walmart, every time I go to Target, I'm looking for Zach. Hey, Zach, are you going to come out with some kind of seasoning or some kind of sauce or something like that? I'm looking for your branding, bro, when I'm going down the aisles. The other day, I went down looking for some Red Devil. Hey, by the way, is it like impossible to find Red Devil in California anymore? Did Red Devil become illegal in California? I'm going to have to hit up the cartel or what? I had to order Red Devil from some company in Arizona. What the heck? The disrespect is crazy. It's a blessing to see you, bro. Dang. Chito Vera's from Ecuador. Yeah, but is he gay though? Hey, Zach. Do you remember No Be Gay Gay? When I had a sponsor for rash guards, the No Be Gay Gay. Oh, man, those are the days, bro. Do you hate me, GM? Wait, why would I hate you? Were we beefing about something? What the heck? I'm the one who really knows. That's what Dana and the matchmakers want. They don't want anyone having the bout for too long unless it's John Jones or someone super popular. Dang. Yeah. They got to have someone that's like super polarizing and has a big mouth and is like in the news. And they can't have humble dudes. They can't have humble dudes with the bout because they look at them as boring. Remember Craig Jones stated in a recent interview that the UFC paid him to help JDM in his fight against Islam? I did not hear about that. Dang. Life that's real. I'm the one who knows. Bro, the point I'm making is if Islam is juiced up, why would the UFC award him with the green jacket? That is a question for all the anti-Dagestanis. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, like, I think we just live in this culture where, and again, I always say it every time I say a word like this because I'm very much aware of how trendy it is. And I don't want to sound like I'm just regurgitating something I saw on TikTok. People actively search for echo chambers. They actively search for validation. And if you already hate Makhachev and he already embarrassed and humiliated your favorite fighter because your favorite fighter apparently doesn't know how to break out of a hug, then all you need to hear one time is Bobby Green or someone say something like, I feel like maybe they are on steroids. It's like, cool, I heard everything I need to hear. Bobby Green tangled with them and he must know. And then they'll just run with that forever till the wheels fall off. Doesn't matter if he's been awarded with the green jacket. Doesn't matter if the doping institute themselves have already made a statement on it. Doesn't matter, whatever. They're just looking for some kind of thing to cling on to. As long as someone says something at some point, that's it. They'd rather listen to Bobby Green than the green jacket. It's crazy. Oh, that's right. That part does make sense. He also cornered Volkanovski when he got KO'd by Islam. Dang. It causes cancer in California. Wait, what? Why would it only cause cancer in California? You playing with me. You playing with me. Craig gotta sit down. Thank you, Tom Bout. Thank you. Hey, there was a dude that said that he wasn't my homie anymore and that was gonna unsubscribe because he thought that it was unfair that I was saying that I was having opinions on how people mourn. And now ironically I'm mourning the loss of him. Not really. But yeah, thank you for sharing that. You equaled it out. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And thank you, Brosh Travel Diaries. I'm glad to have you here. I remember Tony, he will not be missed. Tony's watching Luke Thomas right now. Tony ironically rhymes with jabroni. Tony Jabroni. Okay, here we go. I will share with you the link where Craig Jones clearly states he was asked or paid by the UFC to help JDM in his fight against Islam. Dang it. Yeah, if it doesn't let you share it in here, because I don't think it'll let you share links in the chat, maybe try to put it as a comment. Or comment like in the most recent video or something, and then it'll send me a notification. Phony Turgeson. Mar, it's true. Everything has been known to cause cancer in California. Hey, I think California causes cancer, bro. Because it's just the stress. It adds a level of stress to everything. There's no parking. It's too hot. The people. All the ocean. People brag about the beach and how beautiful it is. But then the ocean reflects the sun too hard on us. It's like we're getting attacked from the sun, and then the reflection from the ocean is getting us from the other direction. We're just scorching, bro. Islam had heart complications? So if we're looking up, so Islam said that he wasn't sure, that nobody explicitly told him that it would be Morales, but he said for whatever reason, I don't see. It feels like he left something out because he's saying, I think it was Morales, pretty sure it was Morales, but he never ever said why. Did somebody imply something? Did they say it to you? Did you hear it through a third party? Did you see it in a text? Did someone call you? Like, why would you think that? Because you didn't think it was Usman. You didn't think it was Shafkat. You didn't think it was Gary. You didn't think it was Prates. Why'd you think it was Morales? And he just didn't say. But then they even asked him, the interviewer was like, well, what about Usman? He's like, nah, pretty sure they're going to go with Morales. Okay, why? Like, press him on it. So he just didn't say. Yeah. I personally don't enjoy Califas, and every time I've ever gone to like the most notable places that people talk about the most, like different areas in LA or San Francisco or Sacramento, San Diego, they're just always like heaps of garbage. They're terrible. Oh, you're going to Mexico. Dang. Don't look now, but it's one of those rare moments where GM is caught up with the chat. When I scrolled all the way down right now and it stopped, I had a weird feeling. And it felt like everything was put on pause, and I was like, oh snap, I feel like I'm just like waiting for people to say stuff now. I usually don't ever have this fear because I'm just scrolling. Now I'm like, oh snap, what do we do now? Carrier Eagle sent the message. What, the phony Turgeson? So let me see. Morales. It says his style, that he's just one of these weirdos, bro, where it's like Ilia Tapuera, Dustin Gaethje, El Mero Mero, these dudes that are supposed to be wrestlers, but they want to strike. It says that his thing is rest. Now you have to believe, no matter how good his takedown defense is, that Makhachev still gets him down. It would then be very interesting to see their wrestling matchup together. Somewhere an angel got their wings for this special moment. It's the wings of that carrier eagle. He is the son. Oh, I forgot. I already knew this. He's the son of judokas. So not only is he a wrestler, his parents are judokas. He's been practicing since 5 years old with his mother, who was his first coach. She's an international judo referee, a third Dan black belt. At 10, he switched from judo to wrestling. He won several youth tournaments. At 14, his dad took him to Vallejo's Academy in Machala, where he began to practice mixed martial arts. Dang. So I need to watch some of this dude's fights. He had a decision, TKO, decision, TKO, TKO. So he's not just hugging. ARJR721 sent a membership. We are at 1305. Thank you, bro. Don't take everything Craig Jones says as gospel. He is as well known for trolling as his grappling. Yeah, that's kind of like everything that I saw from him at first, that he was just kind of like a troll, which, was funny. Tony Ferguson invented the phrase Dana White privilege after hearing it here for the new members. GM lore. GM University? Yes. You know what? It's probably not important right now. I think you've all seen it. I actually made a video. It's pathetic. I made a video after Tony Ferguson came out and said the whole Dana White privilege thing. And then everybody, and I've said this before, it was annoying that I was struggling trying to find success on YouTube forever. And then he says something that I'd been saying for a while, and then it blew up, and supposedly it was like the funniest thing in the MMA community. It was like way bigger than John Pork, by the way, and which is stupid and isn't even funny. But Dana White was like, "That's the funniest thing I ever heard," and I was like, "Are you kidding, bro? I can't even get any traction on YouTube, and this dude's taking my IP, and everyone thinks he's so funny now." But what really bothered me was when I would still try to quote it, since it was mine to quote, and people would say that I was copying phony Turgeson. That drove me crazy, and I felt like I always had to defend myself. And then I ended up making a video that showed all the times that I said it way before Tony Ferguson. I coined Dana White privilege, Dana White power. Dana White is right. Dana White lies. Dana White, knight in shining armor. Dana whitewashing the organization. There were some other ones I can't remember right now. Dana White power play. You seen a video showing Khabib's gym? Everything is always soaked with sweat. Even the air looks foggy while they train. They put in more work than most do in the UFC. Hey, where could I see that? Is it on that Eagle channel or whatever? Like Khabib has his own channel, right? I feel like it would probably be on like the AKA channel, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Tony Tiger just became a member. A self-inflicted member of the Mexican martial arts. Tony Tiger wants to make sure that he has full access to all of my Monday through Friday uploads that are meant only for the Mexican martial arts dark web. Thank you, Tony Tiger. That's right, Carlos Perez. Hey, I thought I was stroking out for a moment, bro. I was like, Carlos a rep. What the heck? I think YouTube just made you do that. Dang, what a turnaround. What a turnaround on Tony's. Like, we lost one Tony and gained an even better one. Like, how funny the way that the universe works, you know? Oh, it's Anatomy of the Fighter. That guy's good. I like the style he does. That was a terrible injustice, but I like seeing the dojo representing GM about the origin of Dana White privilege in the comments of other people's videos. That was very encouraging. I remember seeing people just totally unprovoked, whether it was Instagram, YouTube. I remember seeing people mention Mexican martial arts came up with that. And I was like, dang, people are cool, man. Just showing up and supporting. Just on their own volition, you know? Unbelievable. Too slick. Too slick with bringing in another self-inflicted for us today. This is truly the most fruitful, amazing Kwanzaa that I have ever experienced. Thank you, Too Slick. Thank you for blessing the community. Thank you for blessing yourself. You just blessed yourself, bro. And please remember, on the membership tab, our Monday through Friday uploads that only the Mexican martial arts members have access to. It is the official dark web of the Mexican martial arts, not made for the eyes of the general public. And if you care about it, we also have all these special emojis that could be used in the situations of your choosing, you know, where you find them appropriate. Thank you, Too Slick. Every Tony is better than the last one. Just type Khabib's gym sweat, lots of video. Dang. Heck yeah. Do you think Dana White will get replaced as the UFC president? You mean prematurely? Because obviously at some point it's gonna. And it's weird. Again, as much as we have to say about Dana White, it's a dumb kind of thing where, like, we'll complain about him all day, you know. But once he's gone, we're gonna be like, dang, it's not gonna be the same, you know. But do I think he'll be replaced? I don't think so. I don't think so. Especially because of and I'm not even gonna pretend that I know more about it than I do. But just from the little that I've heard about the relationship between Paramount, Skydance, CBS, Donald Trump, Dana White, like, I think they're gonna be pretty tight. But I think you would have to be an idiotic, moronic executive to get rid of Dana White, because he's the one who has taken parts, even if he's like the Zuckerberg in the situation, and technically you would point to other people like the Frittatas or whatever. It's like, it seems abundantly clear that he was the catalyst in these situations, that, you know, he was the Vince McMahon. And Paramount wanted to get UFC. There's no way around it. They wanted to get it because of what he's turned it into. And he appears to be the only one that could turn it into something even more than this. I don't think so. Self-inflicted blessure. Tony Tiger just took it upon himself. Just took it upon himself to upgrade. Something that he absolutely did not have to do. It's the same level of access. Now, did I just shoot myself in the chancla by saying that? Because maybe Tony Tiger didn't know that. Maybe Tony Tiger was trying to obtain a higher level of access and now realize, oh snap, it's the same stuff as if I just paid 99 cents and then he's going to go downgrade. I don't know. But you come here for the truth, and that's what I'm going to give you. We are MMA truthers. That's what we are in this community. And I'm very blessed and thankful for Tony Tiger. Either way. Taking a trip to Chick-fil-A for the wife still listening. Heck yeah. Sounds good. I can smell it through the computer. And I know you don't even have it yet, but just like hypothetically. El Mencho. Oh, okay. Thank you, Brosh. Okay, they still own a healthy amount. Trufos. Tutos. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret right now. I did not have breakfast. I did not have lunch. And we're coming up dangerously close on dinner. And I wanted to get outside and do something with Jesse Jr. I wanted to have some kind of activity. I need to make the most of this, Christmas, this holiday break. And I don't want to be hiding away from the family. So I feel like I should go be active. I've been streaming for about an hour and a half, and frankly, there isn't a whole bunch of the news to regurgitate to you. And I know that's not necessarily what you're here for. We're here just for chill zone time. But sometimes I gotta navigate that wisely so that I don't become like, Michael Jackson and people like that, just deserting their family for the entertainment. So I don't know, Don Red. That's a good point. That's a fantastic point. Just the market alone, bro. Imagine like the T-Series type of infiltration. That would be crazy, bro. Do they have any notable fighters? That's probably a stupid question, huh? That's probably insulting. They must have good fighters. All those people. Yeah, Bing Bong. That's just what it comes down to. Thank you, Zeus Ruger. Thank you for understanding. I'm gonna dip out right now. I think maybe I'm gonna try to put a quick short together. I'm not sure. We'll see. It might take too long. But thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. Tom Bout. Sundays are always tricky. You know that. I'm actually be going to a couple different towns tomorrow. There's a game and stuff like that. It never stops. The sports never stop. You know how it goes. Sports has no respect for the holidays, So I might peek in briefly tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I'll be able, whenever I can, I'll come back for sure. Zach of all trades. Much love, bro. Much love. Always. I'll be waiting in the dark in case we all come back later, late night stream. It's always possible. And I want to say goodbye and thank you to ARJR as well. I know he's been a good, responsible driver, and he's on the road right now listening to this. And he's fighting the urge, but he's a very mature. He's being wise, and he's not gonna chat and drive. So much respect for being safe out there. Thank you for the lizard bedtime story. It was great. Shades cow. It was my pleasure. That was quite an experience for me, and I'm so glad that it happened. I'm glad that it happened. I hope that little lizard's out there living his best life right there. I hope his tails at least started the process of growing back. I wish him the very best. Thank you for watching that video. I know it's not for everybody. Heck yeah, James Bishop. I appreciate you guys. She was born in the dark. All right. I could say goodbye for 2 hours. You guys already know that. You be safe out there. You take care of yourselves. I will see you very, very soon. I agree, Justin Mack. Thank you for making it that way. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Late. No, I'm not. ARJR clutch. Be safe, bro. Give me some extra sauce.